You don't need a title to lead, you need permission from yourself. My name is Adiola Kingsley James. I like my name actually. Let me tell you something real. The fact that you hit play on this video tells me something powerful about you. I know that you feel that call to rise, to lead, not just in the boardroom, but in your living room, not just at work, but in your world. And you're not here by accident. You're here because the leader in you is stirring. And today, we're not just talking about leadership, we're activating it. Because you don't have to be MD to be a leader. You don't need permission to lead. You just need a decision. Leadership isn't reserved for people with job titles, fancy plate names, 100,000 followers, or 1 million, 5 million followers. It's not about being the loudest voice in the room. It's about ownership. So leadership equals ownership. It's ownership of your choices, your energy, your examples, your impact, who you show up as, who you choose to be, and how you choose to lead. The moment you stop waiting to be chosen and decide to choose yourself, that moment, you're a leader and your journey begins. If you've ever felt like you're meant for more, this is my confirmation to you that you can be more. So let's pull that leader in you out of hiding. Let's bring them to the forefront. I know you're enjoying this video, but before you continue, if you haven't liked this video, like it now. And then subscribe, because a lot of you are watching this video, but you're not subscribing. I wonder why. But please subscribe so that we can do more videos and speak to more people and even change the content that we're doing. Please share me with others. Don't grow alone. Make sure that as you're growing, your community is growing alongside you. So 3 things I've asked for: like, subscribe, and share me with others. And now you can keep watching this video. I said you're already a leader. And that's the first point that I'm going to share. You're a leader. Now pause for a second and look around your life. You're influencing people every day. Your children are watching you. Your team watching you. They're feeding off your energy. Your friends watching you. Your spouse watching you. Your family members. Your friends take your words to heart. And your future self is depending on the choices that you're going to make now. So even yourself is watching you. And you don't become a leader when someone else believes in you. You become a leader the moment you believe in yourself. I'm so big on leading from within. Leadership is influence, and influence starts with intention. I actually train on how to lead from within. My second point today will be self-leadership and how it comes from you first. You can't lead others until you learn how to lead yourself. What does that mean, you ask? I'll tell you. Managing your mindset when fear creeps in. How do you do that? How do you work around that? How do you show yourself that you can trust yourself? Taking responsibility instead of making excuses. How do you do that? Showing up with excellence even when no one is watching. That's what it is about. It's about you first. Real leadership is not about power. I said it's about ownership. Ownership of your decisions. Ownership of your discipline. Ownership. The third point that I'm going to share is the greatest leaders serve first. Leadership is not about domination, it's about elevation. When you serve others, you build trust. When you lift others up, you build legacy. The most magnetic leaders are those who ask, how can I serve you today? How can I make your life better? Nelson Mandela, remember him? He didn't lead by demanding power. He led through humility, forgiveness, and a vision so big, it healed a nation. And if he could do that after 27 years in prison, what can you do, or what are you doing with the freedom you have right now? The Bible says, Matthew 20:26, whoever wants to become great amongst you must be your servant. So you want to lead? Serve. You want to grow? Give. You want to go higher? Go deeper in service. This is what divine leadership is. It's not built on ego. And my name is Dr. Master Pro. It's built on eternal impact. And that's the truth. As a leader, what do you do? How do you believe that you can do whatever you like? People, they should practice what you preach, not what you do. If that's the kind of leadership style that you are serving, it's a lie. As a parent, you are leading your children. And your children learn more from non-verbal communication than anything else. And here you are saying, you can't do this. And your children are saying, why? You say, because I said so. No. That's a weak example of leadership. You're going to have to give a reason why. A reason that they can understand and hold on to. Because at the end of the day, if they just nod, okay, and if it's okay, so why do you do it? Because mommy said, no, it has to be because I understand it to be this way. And so I apply it from there. That's what it is. And then, are you the kind of leader that somebody will say you did wrong and you say, shut up, especially your children, can you keep quiet there? Don't you know I'm your father? Or your children say to you, daddy, but you just lied. So keep quiet. You cannot say an adult lies. Meanwhile, you're lying. What kind of leader are you? Where at work, people cannot come and give you their ideas. You will steal it and go and present it as yours. Are you really a leader? Do you have staff that trust you and that can come and say, God, please, I need to talk to you I have something pressing upon my heart and I know that you can help me here? Or are you the one that is always telling them, I will surcharge you, I will fire you, I will threaten people? Are you the leader who first gives chances and trains and gives pep talks and supports? And I'm not asking you to be their mother or their father. I'm saying, how do you show that you can be trusted? And for someone else to be able to trust you, you've got to trust yourself. And you've got to act from a place of trust. In fact, I say that I've set some standards for myself that sometimes it annoys me because I wish I can break it. I tell people all the time, I'd rather be alone than have one foolish friend. I'd rather be alone than have one lazy friend. I'd rather be alone than have one friend that consistently says negative. I'd rather be alone because those things have a way of creeping on you and making you feel small too. You won't even know. Subliminally, it's just entering your subconscious. Subliminally, one day you just find yourself saying, "It's even true, self. Who am I? Am I not just a hopeless?" You won't even know when it comes out of your mouth. So I guard myself in fact, I'm like a militant. I refuse to have people around me who are not adding value to me or I'm not also able to add value to. Because some people don't want your value, and I get it. But if it means that I cannot spend time with you because of the values that you bring, and you're not ready to accept some of the values that I can pass on to you in terms of, then we cannot be friends. I had a very dear friend of mine. I said to him, at some point I'll stop talking to you. Not because I hate you, but because the drama you bring is a little bit too much for what I'm ready or open to. And it hurt him, but it was my truth. And I didn't say it to hurt him. I said it to pull him out of where he felt was comfortable for him. Because I refused to stay in that rut with him. Because if all of us in the gutter, who is going to bring who out? So I refused it. And I told him, I said, at some point, I will stop spending time with you. The time I spend with you will grow less and less. Because I choose to have friends like this. And you have chosen not to become that. Which is fine. I can't force you to become what you have chosen not to become. But then that leads me to make a choice whether I want to be with you or not as a friend. How do you lead yourself? Sometimes the way you lead also has come from trauma, from how you were raised and some of the things you promised yourself you will never ever do. Everybody has been betrayed before. Everybody has been heartbroken before. Everybody has been cheated on. Okay, aside young children. I'm talking every adult from at least 20 years upwards has had an experience of cheating, experience of being left alone, experience of rejection, experience of sadness, experience of not being loved enough, experience of being loved too much. Everybody has experienced some of those because our experiences are global and they're the same. It's just in different capacities, but the stories are all the same. Oh, he left me, she left me. He hurt me, she hurt. Same thing. However, what have you promised yourself that you will never do again or never allow again? I will never allow anybody to hurt me again. I will never trust people. What if you're leading from there? What if you're leading from, I will never love again? What if you're leading from, I'll never be vulnerable again. I'll never allow him to. I did it with my driver, my current chauffeur, as you people call him, but a driver here in Nigeria. The last 1 or 2 drivers were interesting, let me call them that. They were interesting characters. So when this new one came, I didn't give him a chance. I didn't give him a chance at all. I was very short with him. I was very curt with him. He would send me greetings. I'm like, why is he greeting me? What's he greeting me for? You know, like, I just wasn't having it. I didn't give him a chance at all. If he's maybe asking an innocent question, I will snap, because I promised myself I'm not going to give them a chance. I won't allow them mess with me. That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying to myself. I won't allow these drivers close to me. I will treat them from a distance. That's what I started saying, because I've had other drivers who've messed around with. The last one messed up my car, packed his load and left my house and left me with the car to fix. He wasn't even available to fix it. Can you imagine that? So I took it out on my new driver. So what relationships is suffering for your past relationships? What current relationships is suffering for your past? So one day I sat down and I said, okay, I'm going to give him a chance. And I actually had a conversation with him. I said, I haven't given you a chance because I just shut myself out to being friendly or human with drivers. I just come and do your work, and then when you're done, go home. Don't ask me foolish questions. So I said to myself, from today, I'll give you a chance. However, this is what I expect of you also. I expect you to do this. I expect this to be done. I expect us to have conversations this way and all those things. And we shook hands on it. And I relaxed on him a little bit. That's my own story. That's me being vulnerable with you. In what ways has your past affected your current and will affect your future just because you didn't heal from it? I'm aware. So I do all the work on myself. Anything I ask you to do, I'm doing it to my brothers and sisters. We're all growing. I might be in stage 3 and you are in stage half, but we're all growing. There's still stage 4, 5, 6. There's still till unlimited. I haven't reached there yet. So as I teach you, I'm teaching myself as well. I remind myself of some of the things that I could be doing differently and how my relationship or my lack of relationship can be because of a past pain. And my beautiful relationships is from a past pleasure. And that's how we relate with life and relate with people, whether you like it or not. So your leadership cannot be built on ego. It has to be on internal impact. So I've got an affirmation for you today, okay? And I want you to say it out loud. I actually like incantations better because you say it out loud with your full chest and you shout it out. I want you to say, I step boldly into my role as a leader today. I serve, I grow, I lead with vision and integrity. If you can, say it every morning. If you have the time to. Say it until the leader in you stands tall and is unshakable. And my action step for you today is I want you to think of one area in your life where you've been playing small. Like I told you my driver's story, think about yours. Maybe it's a home, maybe it's a business, maybe it's your health, maybe it's in a relationship, anything. And ask yourself, what will the leader version of me do today? And then do it. Don't stop with asking, do. Start the conversation, take the risk, make the move, lead by example, and empower someone else whilst you're at it. And if you want to unleash the leader in you and you need support, I got you. I do. If you're ready to become the kind of leader the world needs, because the world needs leaders. Even if all you're doing is cleaning, you can be a leader cleaning. The kind who leads from the inside out. Then, don't just stop at listening to this video. Take the next step if you really want to be that leader. I've got some courses that will transform your mindset and your leadership from the ground up. I've got a course titled The Mind Mastery. This will help you rewire your thoughts for leadership clarity. Another course, You Evolve and Thrive. This will build unshakable identity and confidence for you. I've got another course, Think It, Believe It, and Become It. This will teach you to lead with belief, not fear, and change your habits, change your life. This will help you lead your life and lead others better. And also, if you want to book a private one-on-one session with me, if you're serious about becoming this real leader you were born to be, then click the link below, because all the links are below in the description box. You don't need to be ready. You need to be willing. You're never ready. You get ready to get ready. You just need to be willing and able. Because the truth is, you're not too late. You're not too small. You're not too broken. You're not too yellow. You're not too black. You're not too short. You're not too tall. You are called. You are capable. And you are chosen. So today I ask you to step up, stand tall, and speak truth. Because the world is waiting for the leader in you to rise. My name is Adeola Kingsley James. Love and life.